Anyway. Now that my point is proven. We're gonna keep building my satellite, I guess. Is it this one? Yes. So I think I want to add fuel tanks here. I could add more rows of satellites if I wanted to. I'm not sure how to expand this anymore. Honestly, I think it's ready to be moved to wherever I'm gonna move it. I really want to send it somewhere, but I want to attach ion engines, so that means I'm gonna have to remove one of these. But they're both full, though. That's the thing. I don't want to remove them because they're both full. Okay, this whole thing turns pretty nicely, actually. For how big it is, it turns really nicely. Okay, what if I just wanted to give this to Mars as is? That is slow. That is slow. That's not gonna work. Yeah, that ain't cutting it. I ain't gonna be able to do that. I ain't not gonna be able to move this thing from where it is now. It's where it is. That's it. Now, if I want to take like a section of probe somewhere, that would be plausible, I think. And we can grab one of the 4 probes compartments, pull it out, and take one of those basically anywhere. Save this as satellite engine launcher. So first we're going to send this to our space station that we have, and we're going to pick up some probes that we can take to Jupiter, and we can take the probes to the moons and back to the mothership, and then maybe even land one on Jupiter. If we lose a probe, that'll be unfortunate, but I'm not gonna reset. There we go. Alright, that's pretty good. So that's supposed to be our launch. I guess it is our orbital stage. And transfer window. I might actually get to it with this transfer. That'd be pretty good, huh? That would mean I would have a full this transfer stage in order to get to Jupiter with plus this. Which that was unintentional. Boom, there we go. Let's go and use our RCS. We have a lot of fuel to go, yeah, so. We have a lot of fuel, so I may as well use it. Come on. Come on. And, come on. Honk. Just lock on. Just lock. I'm 90% sure you're lined up. Dude, lock on. Is it on upside down? It is. That's why it's not docking on. Haha. Very funny. We're alright. Maybe. Ooh, that was almost too aggressive of a time warp. That was dangerous. Almost. There we go. That's what was supposed to happen last time. Okay, now we're gonna take this whole section to Jupiter, I think. Such a clean separation. If we can get to there with just this stage, that would be impressive. But obviously that's not what this stage is designed for. Hell, this stage was designed to get us to the satellite. But I over-engineer every time. So we're just gonna use it now. Stage is almost out, which is good. And it's still pretty bad. I'm just gonna mute that. Yeah, we're getting Jupiter though. We're almost there. There it is. Yeah, I think we're gonna go from the outside in. No, not Jupiter. I mean, Jupiter's cool. I love Jupiter. But my favorite planet is Venus. Something like that. It actually has a super high pressure atmosphere. It's not just hot. That's a pretty circular orbit, I would say. Alright, time for the probes to shine. Let's pop this one. Turn her around. And away we go. I gotta lose a bunch of speed. Should be able to turn the sound back up now. Yeah. Now that it's just two tiny ion engines. Alright, we're just gonna go for a direct descent. No reason to go for an orbit. We're going really fast. Holy shit, wait. I underestimated how fast we were going. Might have to revert a little bit. Oh, yeah, no. Let's fix this. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, now I can just slow down a lot better, I think. Oh my god, I don't like this. This is horrible. We're using all of our fuel on these landers. These probes suck. Well, I guess that's all they are, just probes. They're not really... I did kind of label them as probes, didn't I? Not really designed to come back. Ooh, we are going a lot slower this time, huh? Uh-oh. Hey, we landed. That's one. I severely underestimated the power of the landers. Or overestimated the power of the landers. I thought they'd be way stronger. Let's try a different moon this time. Maybe we can get the whole station in orbit first. Yeah, send the whole station into orbit and then send the probe. I think that's a lot better use of my resources. Boom. Okay. And there it is. I forget what moon this is. Ganymede. There is Ganymede. Beautiful. There we go. And boom. Off we go. Turn this thing around. And we go. We're still going 400 meters per second. And we're gonna hit the ground. We're hitting the ground. There's no excuse. Or there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're hitting the ground. There it is. Prepare for a crash landing. Oh, it just got obliterated. Alright. Well, I don't think the other two are gonna fare any better, I'll be honest. I think we just crash. Alright, let's crash. If we're gonna crash hard. There it goes. Alright. So that was a bust. Just my probes are ass. Alright, we're gonna take all these. There we go, there's one. Pew. Yep. See every single one of these things? These probes, they suck. They all suck. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna freaking crash these sumbitches right into the earth. Let's go. Alright. And we're in the atmosphere. Let's go. We're burning. We're gonna start burning. Whee! Nice, that was awesome. Nice, good show. There we go. Okay. So, I think... Boom. Okay, so... 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1 can pop one of those off. They can pop out and then go. Yeah. Turn these on. And then this one. And we're off. Nice. They work. They're gonna have plenty of power. Okay, let's turn off gravity, or turn on gravity. See how well these things work. Wow, oh well, that's good, that's still going up. It kinda works, these kinda work. We are going a lot slower, look at that. Then I can use that, boom. Cool, I like the way that works.